Hello everyone. In this video we will study about what is irrigation, necessity of irrigation and types of irrigation. You can see here we will first study about the introduction of in chapter number 1 we have introduction, and in this chapter we will study about different types of irrigation, necessity of irrigation. I will show you the subtopics. Okay, types of irrigation we will study. Then we will study function and advantages of irrigation system. And then disadvantages of irrigation system and status of irrigation development of Nepal. It may simply the history of development of irrigation in Nepal. Okay, so we will study in all subtopics one by one. Okay, so don't skip the video. See full video, then you can easily understand each and every concept of the irrigation. Then we will do the all numerical related to our irrigation engineering and different chapters. Okay, for this you must have the some basic concept related to irrigation engineering. Okay, so that's why you must see full video and don't skip the video. Okay, so let's start the video. So first, what is the irrigation? What is irrigation and what is irrigation system? So you have to know first this thing. And before starting the video, please do subscribe the channel and like the video and press the bell icon so you will get regular update. Okay, so what is irrigation? The irrigation is the science of applying water artificially. Irrigation is the artificially process. Okay, it is the science of applying the artificial to the land in accordance with the crop water requirement, according to the crop water requirement through the crop period to full plate nourishment of the crop. Okay, so basically whenever irrigation, whenever asked about irrigation, you must have to say about the two things. That is the it is the artificially process. You must include these two words. Okay, this is the artificially process, and another one is in proper time. Okay, simply the irrigation means that it is the process of providing the water to the land of crops in it is artificially processed and in a proper time. Time should be suitable, and whenever the crops need the water, then water should be provided to the crops, and this is the artificial process. So you must contains these two points, that is artificial process and proper time during the explaining about the irrigation. Okay, so this is the science of applying the water artificially land with the crop water requirement through the crop period. It has certain period. Okay, and full fledged nourishment of the crop. The basic objective of irrigation is to supplement water to the land so as to obtain optimum crop yields. And the main objective, the basic objective of irrigation is to supplement water to the land, provide water to the land is to obtain optimum crop yields. We have to utilize the crop production maximum. For this purpose, for the main objective of the irrigation is that. Okay, that's why we use artificial irrigation, simply irrigation. Okay, now we will see necessity of irrigation. What are the different necessities of irrigation? So you can see here we have mainly study 5 different necessities of irrigation. Okay, so let's see one by one. You can see here basic source of food, cloth and shelter are the plants. To grow plants, water is essential. Okay, for the basic source, whenever we use food, clothes and shelter, those all are comes from the plants. Okay, to grow plants, water is essential, but for the growing of the plants, water is necessary. You know, water is necessary for all the animals as well as plants. Okay, So and plants can't grow properly if there is water stress during its cropping season. Whenever the crops yields and crop is growing time, then water must required insufficient, okay, for the growing of the different cropping. Okay, that's why the water is essential, and plant cannot grow properly if there is water stress during its cropping season. That's why uh, water must be provided in proper season and proper time. And let's see the necessity of irrigation in first number. This is the inadequate rainfall. When the seasonal rainfall is less than the minimum requirement for the satisfactory growth of the crop. So first one is inadequate rainfall. It means simply uh, the amount of water required for the growth of the crop is not available there. Okay, then we will provide the irrigation. So in this means the seasonal rainfall is less than, whenever the seasonal rainfall is less than and not provide the sufficient water for the growth of the crop, then this is called inadequate rainfall. Then second number we have uneven distribution of rainfall. When the rainfall is not evenly distributed during the crop period through cultivated area, the distribution of rainfall should be even, but whenever uneven distribution of rainfall, okay, then we are we have to necessary to provide the irrigation system there for the good crop production. Okay, and third one is improvement of perennials crops yield. Some crops requires throughout the major parts of the yield year, but the rainfall fulfills the demand during the rainy season only, and remaining part of the year irrigation is necessary. Okay, so this is third point, improvement of perennial crops yield. And fourth point you can see here, development of agriculture on the desert area. In desert area, where the rainfalls very scantily, irrigation is required for the agriculture. And for the as we know, in the deserts there is a very less water. Okay, for there also need the water for the grow up of the different crops. For this there must be provided irrigation system. So development of irrigation in the desert area must required for the proper grow up of the crops, okay, and different plants. So this is also one of the important necessity. And in last you can see here, fifth number, insurance of the uh, drought. Irrigation may not require the normal rainfall condition and can be necessary during the drought. Okay, so this is about the insurance of the drought. Okay, so this is all about the necessity of irrigation. Now we will study about the region of irrigation. So we have basically three main reasons for the irrigation. That is, first one is rainfall. Region of irrigation is rainfall, surface and subsurface. Now we will study about the types of irrigation system. So basically we have different types of irrigation system, you can see here, but in this video we will mainly discuss about the three types of irrigation. Three types means simply, first one is gravity flow. Okay, second one is tank or reservoir irrigation. You can simply say by name. Whenever the irrigation done with the help of gravity, this is called simply gravity flow. Whenever the irrigation done with the help of tank or reservoir, this is called tank or reservoir irrigation. And third one is lift irrigation, underground irrigation. And whenever we store water in underground and this water used for the irrigation, this is called lift or underground irrigation. Okay, so let's see one by one some points and some terminology about the different types of irrigation. Okay, and this is very important for our examination. This is repeatedly asked in different examination, so you must see this all the terms. Okay, so first one is gravity flow irrigation, and this is also called surface water flow irrigation. No irrigation pump is involved. For the gravity flow types of irrigation, there is no provided the pump, and not necessary for providing the pump, because there is already works gravity force. That's why we can irrigate from one place to other place water with the help of gravity flow. Okay, here water is distributed across the land by gravity. As I told you, this is gravity flow system. That's why there is no need to provide pump, and that's why water is distributed across the land by the help of gravity force. Okay, so this is called gravity flow irrigation system. And second one is tank or reservoir irrigation. So simply in this irrigation we simply provide tank or reservoir. Tank reservoir are used to uh, preserving the local rainfall and water from streams and rivers for later use of irrigation. Okay, so this is the type of reservoir or tank irrigation system. Now in third number you can see here lift irrigation. Okay, and this is also called underground irrigation. The water is lifted to delivery chamber from underground source. Whenever the water is lifted from the underground source and keep and delivery from chamber of from underground source, the delivery chamber is located at the topmost point of the commanded area. Then the water is supplied to the agricultural land from the delivery chamber by the gravity flow. So this type of irrigation is called lift irrigation, and this is also called underground irrigation system. Okay, so this is all about the different types of irrigation necessity and some basic concept about the irrigation. Now in next video we will study about the function and advantages of irrigation system. Okay, so till the time get